What's up, folks? We're gonna go over the proper ways to use a tire machine. So one thing that I constantly see, especially with young folks that are working a job and are new to a job, working in a shop, is them getting their butt kicked by a big old heavy duty tire. And yours truly don't run a tire machine every day. And so sometimes we make the mistake of forgetting the technique of using a tire machine. I happen to have one, so it is important to me. My kids are screaming. That'll be fine. I'll put you down. Right here we got some Toyo Open Country 35s. And I don't know if you can see, but they are drier than dinosaur pussy. And right now, the problem we got with them is they're fighting me on the tire machine. So I'm gonna show you guys how to manhandle one of these big ass tires. I'll make an old fud look bad. It's heavy. It's a big old tire, but we're gonna do it. So we're gonna keep it simple, stupid. Okay. First thing we're gonna do, and yeah, I'm out of breath because I'm fat. Deal with it. Okay. I bet I got a tripod. Well, why use it though? Alrighty. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna take our valve cap off. We're using the Atlas tire machine today. And we're gonna take this valve stem out. If you do not take this valve stem out, this could potentially blow a tire up. And we're going to let that vent all that air off. It's still venting. It's taking forever. But, anyway. While we're waiting here, I'm going to tell y'all a story about my daddy. One of the most influential stories of my life. Oh, Jesus. Alrighty. Next up, you're going to place the tire down here. And you're going to hit your pedal. And you're going to break that bead. We done did it. So, it's pretty easy to see. That's the easy part. I like to roll it around a couple times. And go ahead and get it on both sides. Make sure it's super broke loose. Just to cover your butt. Make sure it breaks all the way around. And then turn the tire around. And do it again. Oh, she rolled on me. You gotta keep a good hold of your rubber. Alrighty. There we go. Make sure you don't get into that wheel and get that bead broke with it. Look at that right there. There we go. Nice and broke loose. And it's still hanging on this other side. So we're going to prop y'all up one again. We're going to do it one more time. Right here. Oh. It popped a little. We've done me a little bit. Alright, here we go. You're going to let that clamp. Break that bead good and make double sure. It also helps limber up this tire a little bit. It's been sitting outside in the sun, baking, turning, and doing a daggum piece of charcoal. So, alright, here's where you can learn a little bit about hand-on tires. And like I said, I'm not a career lube tech, and I'm not a career tire and wheel guy. This is just something I happen to have. So what you do is, bend over, grab hold of this wheel, put it on your thighs, you know, like you're humping it. And then, lean back, put it on your thighs, bring it up. That way, if you're scrolling a little Gen Zer, you can look like you you know, at least look like you know what you're doing. Hit your pedal to bring your locks in. Make sure you pull it down so they all get grabbed over that wheel. There you go. The tidbit information is really going to be helpful. It's coming in a second. You want to get this duck's head where it's not so close to the wheel, which I'll show you right now, where it's not so close to the wheel that it's grinding into it on the roller, and where it's high enough off of it where you ain't snagging these wheel weights right here. I go a little excessive and it does pretty good. Now, keep in mind that this particular tire machine is older than Methuselah and doesn't particularly have the strongest belt in it, so it slips a little bit. But we got our little, oh, hold on, another phone. Plate one, and we're back. All right, so this is getting this rim up. You get your little spoon in here under that edge, and sometimes you got to climb up here. Got my little step stool here. Put your knee in on this side to push this down so this side can move up and onto that head, and then you're going to turn it counterclockwise, and as you can see, we are now bound up on it. So we're going to get this pry bar out. This tire, like I said, is very stiff, very old, and it's been sitting out for so long that it's done started to crack up and get stiff, and oh my God, that's really in there. Get some lube, keep a little silicone spray up in here, keep that feed lubed up. Oh, look at that, come right out. Alright, so then we're going to counterclockwise with it. Sometimes you gotta let the motor chill out a little bit with that. Coming right off. As you can tell, I'm running this off an extension cord about the size of a ginger testicle here, and so it pulls a little resistance on the motor, but it does the job. All right, now this is the tricky part. This is the part. This is the thing that will seriously bind you up if you don't know what you're doing. First things first. Then, over the top of that duck head right there. Go down and get it through under this bottom lip of it here, on the bottom side, okay? Then with one fluid motion, we're gonna pull this way, and we're gonna lift up. So, as such, once it gets to moving, once it's a little bound up, once it gets to moving, it should I told you there's a trick to it. You gotta get this thing right. Alright, as you're coming up with it, you come down with that pry bar. And if you look under here, we're well on to the duck's head. But it's lifting up and prying down at the same time. So if you try and do one without the other, you bend your tire spoon and you'll be in trouble. Now, as you can see, it'll pull it off. Oh, we hit a wheel weight. It's fine. They need to come off anyway. Over here. There you go. It's off. So, I am by no means a professional, but I can say that if you do what I just did, you can dismount a tire with a time machine. Somebody go out and get a job doing that. It's so easy.